Hello my beautiful friends, welcome back to my tiny Pilates videos where you're going to learn the entire mat Pilates flow one exercise at a time, and today is our second exercise in the mat flow series, which consists out of 34 exercises total. So yesterday we learned with you the 100, and we did part 1 of the video, the easy version, and then part 2 where we tried the more advanced version with legs extended, and then the super advanced version actually starting the fold from supine position with the legs stretched right in front of you. Today we're going to repeat that exercise and connect it to the next exercise, which is the roll-up. Again, we're going to do roll-up in 2 parts. So today we're going to repeat everything we did yesterday. We're going to do simple versions of the 100, and then the more advanced version of the 100, and then the first easy version of the roll-up. And then by the end of all these tiny videos, you're going to be able to do the entire mat Pilates flow, and you will know exactly what it is that you're doing. And guess what? I'm certified in absolutely everything in Pilates. I trained people on the reformer, on barrels, ladder barrels, on the trapeze table, in the studio, everywhere. But I have a nomadic lifestyle, halfway nomadic lifestyle. So I need to know how to exercise while I'm on the road, while I'm driving. So I'm looking for places like this, you know, just something simple, a picnic table where we can do this without having, without needing anything at all, without needing any props, without needing any equipment, just your body and a level and flat surface, and that's it. So with that said, my original point was that all of this mat flow thing, mat flow knowledge, you can apply then to all of your in-studio classes, whether it be on the reformer, ladder barrels, the trapeze table, or the chair. I'm actually certified in the chair too. That was my last certification. All of these body shapes are exactly the same when you transfer them onto the apparatuses, onto Joe's apparatuses. It works exactly the same. So this explanation, my explanation, focuses mostly not on moving our body and getting the exercise done today. It's teaching you how the body should look during the exercise, what it should do during the exercise, what is the proper positioning of, you know, the torso and the legs and the arms and the head and the neck and the chest and all that cool stuff. So this knowledge you will then be able to take with you into any group class and apply there, and you'll know exactly what to do and what teachers want from you. All right, let's begin. We're going to warm up with the 100. Rosie Bud, she wants to play, so we're gonna have to move quick because I need to take her out to play. Rosie Bud, I always recommend starting the exercises, getting into the starting position gracefully. This is what my teacher Maria Leone taught me. Everything from the time you walk into a class to the very end has to be graceful, has to be purposeful. So getting into our 100, you can either bend your knees like this, hold on to the knees with the palms of your hands, and then squeeze the seat, meaning bring the sit bones together, tuck the tail, and slowly roll up. Try not to lift your shoulders, roll down. And, oh, this is going to be a surprise to you because we just did the roll down. Well, the part of the roll-up exercise. All right, from here, we're either going to extend our legs. Well, let's not extend our legs today. Let's do the simple version of the 100 first. So we're going to keep our knees bent, our feet planted to the ground, firmly planted on the ground, right? Really press into them a little bit, but without lifting your glutes off. And from here, we're going to pull the belly button down and up. thus engaging our core. That's the core engagement. That's our transverse abdominis muscle that is engaging, holding up our core set here. Now we're going to exhale, close the ribs through the front. And look what just happened, right? Everything is nice and tight. Everything is zipped up through the front. From here, we're going to keep this shape throughout the exercise. We're going to inhale for nothing and lift the arms up to the sky. Exhale, lift up, chin down. You're lifting just past the tips of your shoulder blades, and then slide the shoulders back to make sure you're not rounding this way, right? That your shoulders are still wide, although your upper spine is in flexion. Hold it here, scoop your belly, make sure it's grounding you. Keep pulling it down. Don't bulge it out like this. You will lose your connection. You will lose your anchor. Hold it and lower down. We're going to add up quickly to this, and whichever version seems like, oh my God, this is getting me out of my connection with the core, that's the version you stop at and then you go one step back and do the easier version to make sure that everything you do is coming from the center, from the core of your being and from the core of your body. All the power for all the movement comes from here. The moment it bulges, the moment you open up here, stop. It means it's too advanced for you for right now. All right, let's continue together. We're going to slowly add on. And we're going to inhale for nothing. Exhale, lift up. Lift our right knee, our right foot off the ground. Hold it. Transfer the weight, lift our left foot. And begin to pump the arms for 50 counts here. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you continue counting, and I'm going to talk about what the body should be doing. Your belly button is pulling you down and up, right? So your lower back should be in a neutral position here. Your shoulders are wide, your shoulders are away from the ears, and your ribs are closed through the front, so don't flare them out. And continue breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe we did more than 50. Pull the knees into your chest and lift yourself up towards them. Hold this position and then release the position and release the muscles of the neck by turning your head side to side several times. All right. If you're okay with this version, stay with it. If this is already too much for you, then just lift up and do the super simple version here with your feet planted on the ground. Pump the arms for 50 while we do our next version. Our next version will be the more advanced version with the legs straight. We're going to inhale for nothing. Lift the arms up to the sky. Exhale. Lift all the way up. Inhale, lift the leg up. Inhale, lift left leg up. Straighten the legs. Somebody is crying there. Let's ignore that for now and focus on the exercise. Pull the belly button in, close the ribs through the front, keep your legs straight or parallel or in a turnout. So Pilates stance. You can even flex your feet here if it makes it easier for you. Whatever works for you, make sure that your legs are either at 90 degrees or slightly lower, but they don't go too low where you begin to lift your lower back off the mat and lose your core engagement. All right, so the legs are straight, we're lifted up. Let's rest here for just a moment because I know I kept you up there for a little bit too long. Sometimes if you feel like, oh my God, my neck hurts, go back down and rest while I'm talking. All right, we're going to actually, let's start from a different position now that we're getting back into the shape, already knowing what is going to happen. We're going to start with our legs already up in the air. So one at a time, we're going to keep our arms down for now. The legs will come into a tabletop position. You're going to lift your knee, lift your right foot off the mat and bring it into this 90 degree angle. So it's 90 degrees here. and I don't know where, and under the knee, and lift your left leg up. I got a little bit distracted by the crying, but I'm gonna stay focused, stay focused. All right, left knee is a tabletop position, right knee is a tabletop position. The shin and the back of the leg is parallel to the ground. And here we have this 90-degree angle. Notice how your core is working already here, even in this seemingly simple starting position, right? You have to really tighten up your core, close the ribs through the front, not to hurt your lower back, right? Because you're already holding the leg up. From here, we're gonna inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, stretch the legs, arms lower. Hold it here and begin to pump the arms. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Continue pumping and breathing, and you can always take one long deep breath for 5 and one long deep exhale for 5. The most important thing here is not to lose your connection with your lower abdominals, with your core. Keep pulling the belly button inwards and upwards, and now slowly pull the knees into the chest and release and lower down. Turn the head side to side. All right, so that was our 100, and we for sure did 100 because we combined the simpler version 50 and the more advanced version 50. So now from the 100, we're going to move into our next exercise, which is the roll-up. Now, in the next video, I will teach you how to move from the 100 into the roll-up during the full mat flow. But today, because we're learning our easy version of the roll up, which is only the roll down part, we're actually going to change the transitioning a little bit. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So normally in the regular mat Pilates flow, you would end up with your 100, you're going to lower the legs down. If it's an advanced version, you're going to lower down, reach your arms up to the sky, stretch here, then exhale, reach up, and slowly, whoop, I'm helping myself with my shoulders because I have not exercised in a very long time. Reach all the way here and then peel all the way down. So that would be a complete roll up, roll down exercise. Now, because we are doing only the roll down part today, we're going to start in a seated position, and we're going to build the exercise as we go, and we're going to do a more advanced version in the next video. All right, so start by simply sitting up with your knees bent and your feet right in front of you, always firmly planted onto the ground. And we're going to sit nice and tall. We're going to extend our arms forward. We're going to squeeze the seat. What is our seat? Our seat is our sit bones together, right? And our pelvic floor muscles. So we're going to bring the sit bones together, thus engaging our pelvic floor. Squeeze, 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 right? Now from here, you're going to tuck your tailbone under. So basically tilt your pelvis a little bit, and then lengthening your lower back. Begin to peel down slowly, one vertebra at a time. Placing one vertebra at a time onto the ground, scooping the belly button inwards and upwards. And we are down. From here, the arms will go up, then they will go over the head, then up to the sky, and then you're going to lift back up. For today, we're not going to lift back up. We're going to place one foot down, turn onto the side, lift ourselves up, and then turn and begin again. Only the roll down part. We're doing itsy bitsy pieces at a time, very chewable, very palatable pieces at a time. Now, what is important as we are lowering down? Our core engagement. Guess what, right? It's important absolutely everywhere. You want to pull your belly button inwards so much, inwards and upwards, then that when you begin to roll and like roll behind your sits bones, right? You're gonna anchor yourself with your sits bones, squeeze them, and then stretch the lower back. So basically you're pulling the belly so much, I don't know if you can see, you're pulling the belly so much that your lower back begins to get this incredible stretch. It is one of the yummiest exercises in the series, which when you know what you're doing can give you that nice little, can oxygenate your blood vessels in that lower part of your back, which is normally very, very compressed, right? So let's really, really give this first part of the exercise its due respect, because it is a fantastic way to alleviate any discomfort in your lower back. So now we're going to plant our feet firmly on the ground, sit nice and tall, which in the full exercise, in the classical version, you will never sit nice and tall. You will always be in flexion, going forward and going backwards. But here, because we're chopping it, the exercise, we're going to start in a sitting tall position, because I want you to understand how it feels to stretch your lower back here. All right, we're going to, is this a tick? No, it's just, oh, honey, you really like me. All right, we're going to sit nice and tall, plant our feet firmly on the ground, close the front of the rib cage, extend our arms straight, and let's make sure our shoulders are not by the ears. They're all the way down and relaxed, right? Sitting nice and tall, squeeze the seat, bring sit bones towards each other, and then plant them firmly onto the ground, and then begin to roll down without moving them. Roll behind them, scoop your belly, pull it so tight that you slowly stretching the back of your spine, the lower back, shoulders down, and slowly peel, 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 one vertebra at a time. And here you can extend your legs straight, reach your arms up and over the head, and hang out a little bit. And when you're hanging out here, I am a proponent of actually going into hyperextension with your lower back and allowing the core to open up a little bit to stretch it out, right? So this is what my yoga teacher taught me. After years of exercising, she said, she saw me and she goes, oh my God, you have to relax your core. That was like a year ago when I stopped exercising altogether. She said, you are too tight, no air, nothing is going in there, you need to relax. And I felt that way. I felt like I was too uptight, and my life was too uptight around me as well. Now, and I was manifesting people who were very hard on me because I was very hard on myself. And guess what? Now that I learned how to relax, I took a year off of exercising. I learned how to accept myself, whether it be with muscle or without muscle, with cellulite or no cellulite. I still live a very healthy lifestyle, so I just brought myself back to my default, right? Default state. Like, what do I look like if I just live my life, if I'm just active, but I don't dedicate all this time to exercising? And you know, my body changed quite a bit, but I've sat in it for a full like 6 months, not doing anything, just looking, observing, and learning how to love my body like that. Because guess what? No matter how much you exercise, it's like it's a thing that you're going to have to do over and over and over again to upkeep a certain look of the body. So it's not a natural state of the body, right? And it can become an addiction just like any other addiction. And I think that's what it became to me at some point. So that's my story, a little bit of story here. So that said, in Pilates, you wouldn't normally just arch your back like this, but I do because I really feel the pull in my lower tummy here, in my lower, in my core. I feel like it's stretching the other way. So I take a really good stretch here before returning into neutral spine. and then rolling up. But we're not going to do that today. We're going to come onto the side, lift ourselves up, and come back into the seated tall position with the knees bent. We're going to sit nice and tall, extend our arms straight, squeeze the seat, tuck the tail without lifting the shoulders, pull the belly button in to allow the lower back to stretch, and slowly peel yourself down onto the ground, one vertebra at a time, and arrive somewhere here. All right, so this is going to be, well, that was very graceful. All right, who cares? We're going to stop it here today. This is going to be the part one, the roll down part of the roll up exercise, right? So the exercise name is the roll up. It comes right after the 100, but today we did the easier version. And if you have any issues with your body, you might want to just stick with this roll down version. Also check if you are okay with doing this movement for your lower back with your physical team. So whoever that is, make sure that it's safe for you, because for some people this movement of the spine is actually unhealthy, but I can't know that because I don't see who's on the other side of the phone, of the camera. So you're gonna have to make the effort and find out whether these movements are safe for you or not. Otherwise, what did I want to say? Okay, so we have done our two versions of the 100, easy and advanced, and touched base on the super advanced version. We also learned the first part of the roll-up exercise. In the next video, we're going to do all of that and add the roll-up part for the roll-up exercise. So stick around, and we're on our way to learn the entire Pilates Mat Flow, one little tiny itsy bitsy bit at a time, that we're also connecting together as we go. All right, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please put a like if you care to do so, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.